chips are down. Call on Mumphy when you need defending. Braver than a bulldog, brighter than a clown. Here comes Mumphy with the happy ending. With his faithful friend the Scarecrow, he's got dreams enough to share. So if you want adventure, this is where to start. If you need a hero who can play the part, the little pachyderm with a great big heart.
It was a glorious summer's morning, and the sun just couldn't wait to wake everyone up. When it popped its head through Mumphy's window and nudged him awake, it found Scarecrow's bed was empty. Scarecrow, why are you up so early? Scarecrow was enjoying his breakfast, but did his best to explain that he had promised to do some scarecrowing for the farmer on the other side of the woods, and that he was already late. But it's a sunny day. Too nice a day for scarecrowing. We could visit Pinky and play games and go to the beach and do all sorts of things together. Look at all that sunshine just waiting for us to have fun in it.
I wish I could, Mumphy, but the farmer's expecting me and I can't let him down.
Then wait till I get dressed and I'll come with you.
I have to go, Mumphy, but I'll be waiting for you in the field. See you there. Goodbye.
Although Mumphy waved back, there was a part of him that didn't want to wave. He and Scarecrow had always done everything together since they first met. Mumphy began to worry. Maybe he doesn't want me to play with him. Perhaps he's found someone he wants to play with more. And with this thought, he ran off to get dressed. By the time Mumphy had caught up with Scarecrow, his friend was hard at work.
Shoo! It's you I'm talking to. Shoo!
Hello, Scarecrow.
I'd rather you didn't perch there. I am a scarecrow and you are a crow, so you really ought to keep your distance. If you're a scarecrow, why don't you scare me? All right, I will. Boo! Oh, I'm so scared.
Scarecrow.
What is it?
Scarecrow wasn't angry at Mumphy. He was embarrassed and annoyed by the crow's rudeness. But Mumphy didn't know that. I brought a ball in case you wanted to play.
I'm sorry, Mumphy, but I'm working. Is that what you're doing? I thought you were playing statues.
Can't you work and play at the same time? Catch!
Ah, Butterfingers. He can't even catch a ball. I wasn't trying to catch the ball. I'm on duty. I've got to stand like this without moving my arms all day long. That's what a scarecrow does.
Oh, please, Scarecrow. Can't you just play a little bit?
If I start catching balls and flapping my arms around, I wouldn't be doing my job properly.
I just thought...
For the last time, will you please go away?
All right, but I don't see why you can't just catch a ball. Scarecrowing isn't that hard work, is it? Scarecrow had been about to explain that he had been talking to the crows, but Mumphy's words knocked all the breath out of him. And if you'd rather spend time with a bunch of crows instead of me, well, that's all right, too.
Who is he calling a bunch of silly crows? He didn't say silly. Then who did? You did. Oh, that's right. Mumphy, come back, please.
But Mumphy was either too far away or too upset to answer. Mumphy walked along feeling empty and cold inside, not knowing or caring where his feet led him.
Ahoy, my hearty!
It was his friend, Whale.
Why the long face?
I was just looking for someone to play with.
Unable to oblige, I'm afraid. I'm on my way to pick up Davy Jones at Pinky's Island, but you can come along for the trip if you like.
As they sped through the water, Mumphy told Whale what had happened.
Oh, I'm sure Scarecrow wasn't shouting at you. He probably just wanted to concentrate on the job at hand.
But it wasn't in his hand. He didn't move either of them. Or his arms. That's why he couldn't catch the ball.
He was keeping his promise to the farmer, Mumphy. Always remember, there are some days when a scarecrow has to do what a scarecrow has to do.
Mumphy thought about this for a while, but still came to the opinion that what a scarecrow had to do didn't look all that difficult. Not long after Whale put him ashore, Mumphy found himself in the grounds of the Queen of Night's palace.
I was hoping you'd turn up.
It was Bristle. aid to the Queen of Night.
Over here, if you'd be so kind.
Good morning, Bristle.
Arms extended, if you please, at right angles to the body. Yes, yes, that should do nicely. Stay here till I come back.
This all seemed rather familiar to Mumphy. Of course. Bristle wants me to be a scarecrow. Now I can show Scarecrow his job isn't as hard as he makes out, and he does have time to play. But Mumphy soon discovered he was wrong. There were no birds to scare and nothing much to do. But standing still required great patience. It also took willpower not to move. By now, Mumphy's arms were beginning to ache. Not as easy a job as you thought, is it? My arms are so sore. Try using your eyes. So Mumphy did. But the spade only took care of one arm.
Hello, Mumphy.
Mumphy was glad to see his friend Pinky, but he was still unhappy.
What are you playing at?
I'm not playing. I'm looking after Bristle's vegetable patch, but my arm aches.
Put it down, then.
I can't. I'm a scarecrow.
No, you're not. Scarecrow's a scarecrow, and you don't look anything like him.
I know, but I'm doing the job that Scarecrow does.
Oh, I see. It's a sort of game.
No, Pinky, it's work. Hard work. Very hard work. So hard my arm's almost dropping off.
Then I'll help you.
Next came Napoleon Jones. Bonjour, mes amis. Is this a change of diet, Pinky, that you chew on Mumphy's jacket? Do you need fiber? She's helping me be a scarecrow. Bristle wants me to protect his vegetable patch from birds. Bristle, Bristle. That man makes me bristle. It may have escaped your notice, but I happen to be a bird. And I find it a gross insult that Bristle should think he has to protect his miserable patch of moth-eaten vegetables from moi. Napoleon looked so unhappy that Mumphy wanted to give him a hug. But he decided that would be very unscarecrowish, so he left his arms where they were. Ah, there you are, you officious little twit.
Twit?
For a wise old bird, Napoleon's feathers were ruffling out of control. He just couldn't seem to stop himself. Twit, twit, and double twit. I am a bird of honor, not a thief. How dare you enlist Mumphy and the petite Pinky to scare me away? You should do your own scaring. That face of yours would stop an autobus.
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
He doesn't like me being your scarecrow.
You're not my scarecrow. Then why did you want him to keep his arm up? I was measuring him. I never wear this sweater and thought it might just fit Mumphy.
And it did. Perfectly. Oh, thank you, Bristle. Mumphy spent the rest of the day with his friends at the palace. And Whale made sure that he got back to the field before the sun went down. Had a busy day, Scarecrow?
That isn't very funny, Mumphy.
I didn't mean it to be.
Nice sweater.
Bristle gave it to me.
Nice colors.
You can borrow it if you want.
I know you think what I do isn't very difficult.
I was wrong, Scarecrow.
Yes, but you don't understand.
Oh, but I do now, Scarecrow. After today, I understand perfectly. A scarecrow has to do what a scarecrow has to do. Scarecrow was puzzled. How could Mumphy understand all that it took to do his job?
I've finished work now. Let's go home.
And when they reached the road, Mumphy said, "If your arms are tired, Scarecrow, you can rest them on my shoulders." And so Scarecrow did.